other people first.
I love the Smith Center, but I think Marcus would be ready for me to see if we could rent this place. He was sensational, 23 points, 9 assists, 0 turnovers. Our club was very resilient. Even in the first half, I thought we played well defensively. We just didn't box out. We gave them 12 offensive rebounds, which in the first half gave them 9 more possessions than we had. And it's just like giving them the ball 9 straight times and then deciding to play alternate. But I thought we rebounded it better in the second half. But still, it's not many times this year we've been out-rebounded, but you've got to congratulate them. They were much more aggressive to the ball. Turner made 2 big threes. One of them we fouled an outside shot, which that's the last thing I said before we left the huddles. Don't foul an outside shot, but that's the reason this game is so much fun, because it's 18, 19, 20, 21-year-olds. But he makes 2 big threes. Trevor makes a big 3, and because basically we were pretty comfortable until that stuff started happening. But I love the way our guys went to the free throw line. Nate and Marcus made the big free throws for us. JP made 1. Missed the second one. It was a 2-point game after Trevor's 3. And then we were able to come up with rebounding, get fouled again, so that made it a lot more fun. But feel awfully lucky, but shoot 56% for the game. You got to feel good about that. And didn't like our turnovers in the first half. We had 5 turnovers, and I can tell you every one of them, because it wasn't just that somebody stole the ball. We had a palming call. We had an illegal screen. We had a guy dribble off his leg out of bounds. We had a guy throw it to a guy that was not even there, and the 5th one was in the corner on the other side. So defensively, they switched to zone. It bothered us a little bit, but Marcus made a couple of big threes for us too. Lucky as all get out, and we'll get out of town as quick as we can.
Coach, you've made progress in defensive rebounding in conference games. What happened tonight to cause a setback, and right down to the last tip?
Well, yeah, but I think they're a really good rebounding team. I mean, it's, I think that's part of it. BJ had 3 offensive rebounds in the first half. I think that Washington had 2. Those are guys that go after the ball. Long shots, long rebounds. So it's not just you have to get under the board and box somebody out, but I thought they were much more aggressive than we were. The last play, if you're talking about that tip after the missed free throw, I'd have to see that, because I thought we would for sure box out since the game's over if we box out, but we'll have to see what happens.
Coach, what was the biggest challenge playing with just 2 point guards, and how do you think Marcus, Nate, and the rest of the backcourt responded?
You know, we had some fun the other day because I played 3-point guards at one time, and I wanted and still want to try to do some of that during the course of the year. 2002, almost before you were born, Kansas team played in the Final Four, and we started 3-point guards all year, and that was a comfortable way to play. But I'd been wanting to get to that point, and we finally did it, and then Joel gets hurt. So the next 2.5 to 3 weeks, or 2 to 3 weeks, we'll be without it. But I thought Nate and Marcus really did a nice job. Marcus hurt his foot once in the game, and I took him out just to give him a little breather, but he still was at 36 minutes. Yeah, 36 minutes.
All of your post guys seem to play well, especially Isaiah coming in.
Well, Isaiah's 6 for 7. You like that, that's for sure. And Bryce was in foul trouble, but Bryce was 4 for 7. Did some good things for us. But Washington's that's a difficult matchup. I mean, he was only 1 for 1 from 3, but he shot 1 there at the end. It just went right through the heart, and it didn't even have any spin on it. I'm watching it go, and I said, well, that's not going to go in. It went right in the heart. I mean, when you can do that, you can really shoot the ball. And we told him that he's comfortable out on the court shooting, but we didn't get close enough to him.
Collectively, is this your best inside and out offensive performance, mix and balance with both?
Oh, gosh. I have a tough time remembering what I had for breakfast today right now. It's, you know, I'd have to evaluate that on the film and look at it. But, you know, you shoot 56%, you ought to feel pretty good, but you'd like to get more offensive rebounds, too.
What part has the bench played in your team's play the last 2 games? Not just bench points, but contributing to your defense.
Well, I think Isaiah particularly, because we had a tough time. Bryce was not able to deny the ball to Washington, and I think Isaiah did that and did it well. And I think that was good for us as well. You know, the other day it was 20-0 our bench against Louisville. It's 19-9 day, so I'll take that all the time. But I've harped on it every year that I've ever coached, that when you come in the game, you're supposed to give us something positive.
Isaiah went through Isaiah went through a little stretch where he wasn't as productive, but he was big the other day against Louisville, and especially tonight, especially with Bryce and foul trouble. What's the difference between him now and a couple of weeks ago, and what was going on with him there?
I don't know. It's, again, 18, 19, 20-year-olds. We do the same drills, and he does the same thing. We run the same sprints. I would think probably the stars and the moon were not aligned properly there for a little while, because he works awfully hard. But I think tonight, making some big plays offensively early was really good, too.
Roy, the midseason Wooden Award list came out today, and Marcus isn't on that, but where would this team be without Marcus?
Say he is not on there?
He's not on it. I mean, he still could be on it by the final list,
Yeah.
but right now.
If the voters watch the game tonight, he'll be on the list tomorrow, that kind of thing. But he's just been so effective for us in every phase of the game. He's the leader out there. He was jumping on one of the guys because they didn't get up on the screen, and they said, yes, sir. I mean, they believe in him. They trust him. He's willing to step up and make big shots. At the end, he was trying to run around and guard Ralston Turner, and did a nice job of that. He's our most effective defender. 9 assists, 0 turnovers. I mean, that's pretty doggone good. So there's nothing in the game that he doesn't do very well. I'd like for him to be 6'3", 220. But he's not that. But what he is 165 pounds to 175, and most of it's hard.
Did he ever, like, I don't know, kind of push himself or maybe even put him in bad positions because he, wanted to kind of get out of a rut or anything so far this season?
No, everybody wondered if he lost confidence. I don't think he ever lost confidence. He's a really smart youngster, not only in the classroom where he's academic All-American, but he's a smart youngster on the basketball court, too. Realizes things aren't going to be perfect. I mean, he's had less practice time. Maybe I shouldn't say that. All the other guys will want to go have no practice time to go 23 and 9 assists, 0 turnovers. But before the Louisville game, he had like 15 plays that he was in the day before. And then yesterday, he didn't do very much. And in fact, the last 2 or 3 things we were supposed to do, we just said, heck with that, let's stop right here. Because I felt like he'd already had enough work.
Coach JP did a good job on Trevor Lacey. It seemed like defensively. Just your thoughts on how he did.
You look, and Trevor's 10 for 10 from the foul line. We fouled him way too much, but I thought JP was sensational defensively. And you guys have heard me, I'm not one of those guys that falls in love with his defense all the time because he gambles and does some things. But, boy, he was good today. I hated that he got the 4th foul because he was really effective. And yet he's in the game when Trevor made that last big 3. And it was JP was the guy closing out on him, so you got to congratulate Trevor. But 4 for 13 and 1 for 6 from three-point line. But that last one could have been a killer, but I thought JP was really good.
Anybody else? Okay, our players are